Sup, Ray? I think that's what it was. It's good to see me stream back. Yeah. It just dropped a game I finally felt like playing.
And the Flames will kick off first, and here we go.
No, I didn't know that.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Back open in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Runs for the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Release to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened
there. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sellers. It's complete to the right. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Flames are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Final play of the quarter coming. A first down run in the red zone. Beck's going for the goal line. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Flames! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hits the side, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Got his man on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the...
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Sellers fires to the right, makes the catch. It's Brown. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, bounces over the top.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. just gets rid of it. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Here's the heat. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Flames moving quickly to the line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Sellers on the play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Got it. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Goes high to pull it in. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And the extra point is good. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Sellers to throw. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Give to the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Sellers trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Sellers. Bringing the heat. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
And brought down, looks. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Throwing, Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There's some room.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Unloads quickly. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's going to take off. turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Sellers to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Flames come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it way down the field. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Sellers to the air again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability to score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, this is... You're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
He's got him this time. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. to kick it away to get things started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I think on that lap,
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Cross, got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver. Catching that pass on 3rd down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up 4th.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Rayner. Bears the pressure. Got the back over the middle. Gets away from one, he's got space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. This time he wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Illini generating momentum through the air. Let's see if they go back to it. They're going back to the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats.
Georgia 7, Illinois 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Illini!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Intercepted, oh, what a play. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll try the right side. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
He's got the back in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Finds his back in the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Rayner. Back open in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Intercepted. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds his man. It's Jackson. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. There's a crease. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not secure.
Breaks into the open. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need is they're going to get the victory in this one. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. bounces the ball deep in his own end. A rather inauspicious start, but a golden opportunity after the turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Might have a chance. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The sure hands. It's Johnson. He's loose. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second.
Makes the catch! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldog! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes it past the marker. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They want to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air. It's Rayner. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The give to the fullback. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
They've done a nice job marching the football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turns it on at midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going to the ground. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Still on his feet. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes.
Kearney on the Jets. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking left. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Running inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense.
He's going, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going long. He's got it inside the 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Shows him the stiff arm. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Wide open. He makes the catch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Just a little too slippery in the hands. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Right on target this time. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. And it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Georgia going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. On the run, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Through 3/4 of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stacks. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together.
Maybe some room here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And listen, defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give to the single back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Back to pass, it's Rayner. He's going to take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. Get a big play like that last when you flip the field and change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go right back downfield. Still looking, on the move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. Spot the ball at the 23.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got a man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Flagway wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a man. He might have space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Into the end zone for 6. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Pollard, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lagway. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Here's Lagway to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Sends it back in motion. DJ gonna fire again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Again, it's Lagway. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets the return down to the 20. The Bobcats ready to kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Watson. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. To the air, it's Rayner. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown.
GG's.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a...
You're really going to leave over one play? That's crazy.
Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats.
Here we go. Ready. 3, 22.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
3rd and short. They keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Running inside, it's Jackson. There's a little room there. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Running with the fullback. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the defense just setting the tone right away in the first drive of the game. Quarterback scrambling, he's able to get free, but they put a massive shot on him. I don't know if this dude can make it the whole game taking hits like that.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to run it. First down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Dropping back, it's Rayner. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense, knowing what they're in, and getting the ball to your playmaker, and he delivers for him.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call, going deep on third.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Messer. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a heat. Inside the 45. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's Rayner. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. The 50. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Plows through the defense. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida State. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that pressure got to him quick. So comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, it's Rayner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Dogs! Rolled his way into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Jackson. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the... Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Knowles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air. It's Rayner. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Breaks a tap. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. They get him down after he makes a catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ramirez. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Back to pass, it's Rayner. Fires left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Lacey. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Could be an alley. Smashes ahead. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, no! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments? That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pocket breaking down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. Gets away. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Throwing, Underwood. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got a little space. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
College football becomes more and more every year, more nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Now on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Underwood on the play action. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Underwood. Fires to the right. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got rid of it just in time.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. To the 10. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoop and score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes trouble. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Underwood. Here's the pressure. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Clark. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Got his man downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Clark. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Under fire. Across the 15. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Underwood. Gonna have to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Dogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the 1st down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So here comes the Michigan offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. He caught it. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making adjustments. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Runs through the tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime. He just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Got the quick pass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. This time he's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Sets up the screen. Powers through the defender. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Underwood. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And now on second down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throws to the back. He's got it. All the the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jackson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, fourth quarter. Critical fourth down. You're going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass.
Splits the uprights. Good. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Underwood in the gun on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted.
Nice try. All that shot clock killing, the cheese, the bullshit, you still lost.
Offense trying to put something together, but man,
I wash your ass chew a quarter and a half. Just standing there, wait till your play clock hits zero.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB.
Yeah, I ran the same play the whole game. You still couldn't stop it.
Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit zero. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying